How do you treat yourself? How do you show up for yourself? Are you keeping your commitments and your words and your promises to yourself? We're not banking on the past. We're not holding on to the past. The past is the past, honey. It already happened. 2025, do people even celebrate Valentine's Day anymore? Maybe you need like one or two. That might be a red flag. I don't know. You need like at least 1 or 2 girlfriends, babe. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Just Be Real podcast. I'm your host, Marissa Tong. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode this week. I'm really happy to be here. Welcome to the month of February. So February is all about love, specifically self-love over here. Obviously all love, but this month we're going to be focused on self-love and just diving into that. So we're going to get into a self-love series for the month of February. So I'm going to be bringing you specifically solo episodes. We do have some guest episodes coming up, but I might save those for like March. So this month you're probably going to just be, tuning in with me, which I'm sure some of you guys love the solo episodes. I know some of you guys love the guest episodes. I personally love both. I love both. I love chatting with people. I also love chatting with myself. I'm just, I'm crazy. But I'm also chatting with y'all. So it doesn't feel like I'm ever by myself because I know y'all are on the other side of this mic. Yeah, y'all, let's dive into it. First, let's get into some housekeeping. If this is your first time tuning into this podcast, welcome. My name is Marissa. I am the founder and CEO of Real Rhythm Dance and Fitness. I'm also the founder and host of Real Hot Retreats. So we have a lot going on this side, but I'm really excited because 2025 is all about expansion. It's all about growing this community. It's all about networking. It's all about collaborating with the right people, but also like fully tapping into our magic, our creativity, our gifts, and spreading love, spreading knowledge, spreading positive vibes, real vibes only. Okay. But yeah, I'm really excited for this podcast this year. Like I said, we have some amazing guests coming up. I cannot wait for those episodes to put those out. But also, I'm just really excited for Real Rhythm Dance and Fitness. If you guys aren't part of the Real Vibe Tribe, I mean, you kind of are listening to this podcast, but we do a lot over there. We dance, we work out, we shake ass. Like it's vibes. And now we're expanding that community into San Diego. So I'm really excited to be here and to just continue growing. So that being said, if you're here, if you love the vibes, if you love everything that I just said, I want to invite you to number 1, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, please leave a rating and review. Maybe after this episode, but follow us so that you get notified when new episodes come out. So right now we're doing just Wednesdays. Before we were doing 2 episodes, Tuesday, Friday. It got, a little bit too much with me moving and all that. So the goal is to get back to twice a week. But like I said in the last episode, 1 episode a week, I think that's cool. Wednesdays have been working. The episodes be out kind of late, but at least they're out. Okay? At least they're coming out. All right, y'all. Without further ado, if you're following, subscribing, let's get into this convo today, okay? Oh my God, y'all. So I just bought a brand new pair of professional dance heels from Burju Shoes, and I am completely obsessed. These are not only fashionable, but they're completely, absolutely comfortable. They're so lightweight, they fit my foot like a glove, and my feet are just completely happy. Versus when I first started taking heels classes and teaching heels classes, I was just picking up random heels from department stores and they were killing my feet. My feet would be swollen, I would have blisters, they would scuff up the floor at the dance studio. So I'm so happy that I came across Burju shoes. These are without a doubt the best heels in the industry, and a few celebrities including Chloe Bailey, J-Lo, and Megan Thee Stallion have been spotted wearing these during their big performances, so they're good. You absolutely need to invest in yourself this year and stop wasting your money on shoes that will only last you a week, girl, okay? If you're looking to level up and get into your heels bag and, just build your confidence, you're gonna need the right shoes. So these shoes will completely level up your dancing styling and help build your confidence because you're not worried about how your feet feel. Me and my clients have been wearing Berger shoes for a few years, and I'm honestly never going to switch back. Like, I would never switch back to a department store heel, okay, honey? These shoes are lightweight, stylish, durable, and they come in a variety of different heel heights and styles for every different type of dance. The service is incredible, and if you need to exchange a size, they'll quickly help you do that. I do recommend ordering one full size up since these shoes are meant to hug your foot. So check out the amazing selection at bergershoes.com. Use my discount code RISFITKitty. That's RISSFITKITTY to save some cash on your next purchase. And let's get to dancing. So if you know me or you've been following or listening to the podcast for a while, you know that I am very big on self-love. I'm very big on self-care, showing up for yourself, making sure that you are putting yourself first. And I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, like the concept of putting yourself first, the concept of loving yourself so much that you are willing to let certain things, situations, opportunities go in the sake of self-love, because it's not aligned with the person that you're either becoming or the person that you are, or the standards, the boundaries that you have set for yourself because you really love yourself. I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, but the reason why I love to talk about this topic is because it's so common for us women to grow up and not be taught how to love ourselves, not be taught how to build confidence, not be taught how to thrive in our own lane, to stay in our own lane, to create our own style, our fashion sense, the way that we walk into rooms. We are so programmed to like want to look like someone else, want to look like this person, want to look like this, celebrity, want to wear this, have to have the bag, need to be in competition. There's only one spot at the top for one woman. It's like when you really love yourself and you really get to know yourself on a deep level and you know your worth, you know your value, you know what you bring to the table, right? Ultimately, you know that none of that shit matters. It doesn't matter who is trying to compete with you. It doesn't matter how many spots there are, at a certain level in your career or whatever the case. It doesn't matter what you're wearing compared to somebody else because you look good in your outfit. You know that you're showing up with genuine, authentic, real style. So getting to know yourself is obviously a process. I think in your 20s, yes, it's a time to really get to know yourself, but a lot of the times, like most of your 20s, you don't really know yourself like that. It really takes probably until like that 26, 27 mark where you're like, okay, um this isn't working for me anymore. This relationship isn't working for me anymore. I'm starting to pick up on things that like this isn't really true to who I am, and I'm tired of putting on like this facade or pretending to be happy or pretending to still want to be friends with this person. It's like around that time frame, which is usually close to like that Saturn return. If you guys know anything about that, you can always like Google it. But yeah, I mean, your 20s is definitely a transformational time. And then by the time you hit 30, it's like you hope that you have all like the wisdom and knowledge, obviously not all the wisdom and knowledge that you're going to get in your life, but from your 20s so that you could apply it to your 30s and be like, okay, so I was with this guy, he treated me like shit. Not doing that in our 30s. I was at this job that sucked the life out of me, not doing that in my 30s. So it really comes down to, are you applying those lessons or not? Are you learning from your experiences, and are you applying that to the way that you want to be treated? Like self-love really starts with self. How do you treat yourself? How do you show up for yourself? Are you keeping your commitments and your words and your promises to yourself? If I say, I want to go to the gym this morning at 9 a.m., I'm on my phone at 9 a.m. I don't got the sneaks on. I don't got the sports bra. I don't got the leggings on. What am I doing? Right? Like I'm not keeping those promises to myself. So now when it comes to me going out and trying to find a partner or dating, it's like the standard is lowered because I'm not setting a standard for myself. And that's how we should be dating. I think I had an episode, it might have been the one about decentering men and not being a pick me. If you guys want to learn more about like the ways that you should date and also like my dating history and learning not to be a pick me, you can go check that episode out. I want to say it's like, I don't even know, maybe like episode 115 or 118. I'll link it in the show notes so you guys can go back on that. But ultimately, people are going to treat you the way that you treat yourself. So if I am showing up on my dates or with the person that I'm dating, my partner, and they see how much love I pour into myself, they see how much I respect myself, they see how nicely I talk to myself, I say my affirmations, speaking positivity and love into my life. If they're seeing all of that, it's going to go two ways. Either they're willing to match that and they're willing to put in the work and to also love you in that way and to treat you the way that you're meant to be treated, or they're not because they're not capable of it. And most of the time, it's because they don't love themselves. So having two people who don't love themselves in a relationship or a partnership is dangerous. It's very dangerous. So we don't want to be with people like that. And if we are that person and if we are like that, that just means we have more work to do. And that's okay. Loving yourself is an ugly process. Loving yourself means you are accepting your mistakes, you are accepting your flaws, you are accepting your habits, your toxic habits, like your toxic traits. It's like it's accepting that, but also not just accepting it, but wanting to make the changes. Agreeing to go to therapy, like taking the time to journal, taking the time to pour into yourself, making sure that you are feeding your body good things, right? It comes down to everything from your consumption, social media, what you're taking in, TV, movies, all that, your phone, blah, 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 to literally the things that you are putting into your body: water, fruits and vegetables, smoking, alcohol, whatever, like all of that ties into the way that you love yourself. So it's really important that we have a standard for ourselves, that we have a standard for our lives. You know how like sometimes people will tell you to like make a list of your ideal partner, right? Your perfect person, make a list. What are their qualities? How do they show up? Maybe what do they look like? Some physical features. Do that for yourself. Do that for your freaking self, sis. Like literally get a piece of paper, go in your journal and write down dream self. This is my dream self. She wakes up at so and so time. She drinks this every day. She takes her supplements. She goes here. She works here. She makes this amount of money. Her body looks like this. Her body T. You guys know that reel, that audio. Her body T. No, but for real, like, let's get clear. Y'all, 2025 just started and it already feels like it's been like 5 years. I desperately need a break, and I feel like so many of y'all also are feeling the exact same way. So I want to invite you on my next couple of retreats coming up for 2025. This is really, really exciting. So we have 3 retreats coming up. Let's talk about the first one. So we have the Phoenix Rising retreat that's going to be in Sedona and Scottsdale, Arizona from March 13th to the 17th. So we're going to be spending 4 nights, 5 days in the desert, soaking up the sun, but also deeply transforming into the next version of ourselves. I am super excited for this. Registration is closing very soon. So if you're interested, make sure you grab your spot as soon as possible. So you can get any of these retreats $200 off. We're getting close to retreat season, boo. Okay, so these flight prices are about to hike up. We just need to make sure we have our ducks in order. Okay, where are we going this year? Let's manifest it. Let's write it down. Let's book it and put that deposit in. So the second retreat we have going on is going to be in Greece. This is the Goddess Retreat happening in Mykonos and Andros. Now, if you guys don't know anything about Andros, it is a hidden gem in Greece, okay? It's beautiful. It's tucked away. It is the authentic Greek experience without all of the high tourism and craziness happening in certain parts of Greece. So we're going to be splitting our time in Mykonos and Andros. Really excited for this. This is going to be a chance to connect with your feminine energy, to connect with nature and the ocean, and to really just get back to you, to your beautiful self. And our last retreat happening is going down August 8th to 11th in Seattle, Washington. And this is going to be a retreat specially curated for women of color. Now, 2025, honey, we already have so much going on, especially with this presidency. Let's just be real. And I think that women of color, specifically Black women, really need to protect their peace and up their self care this year. So, this one is for y'all, babes, okay? The unmasking retreat. This is an opportunity to remove the mask, show up fully as yourself, authentically heal, get within community, really have fun, and prioritize your health, wellness, and joy. Again, this is happening August 8th to 11th. Now, this one is application required, so you can head to our website, fill out the application, and if you want to drop your deposit, if you come in, girl, and you fit them qualifications, then let's go, okay? Let's book it. Now, if you guys want that $200 off, you're going to use code SELFLOVE4. Again, that's code SELFLOVE4, and that code expires this Sunday, February 9th, okay? So we're giving you a little bit of boost, a little bit of momentum, honey, okay, to put yourself first. February is all about self-love, it's all about self-care, and it's all about tapping into you. So let's get back to the essence of ourselves. Let's love on ourselves, and I'll see you guys wherever we're going. In order for us to achieve a certain lifestyle or a certain way of living, we have to envision it first. That's why visualization, meditations are so important and so useful, because we can literally have our eye and our minds like on that thing, seeing that thing, imagining that thing, feeling that thing. Feeling is most important, right? So that's why embodying the person that you want to become is really important. Even if you're not feeling like that girl today, you might wake up and you feel like basura. Okay, you feel like garbage, and you're just like, yo, I don't want to put on makeup today. I don't want to get dressed today. I want to eat freaking fries. That's it. I don't want to make a green juice. I don't want a matcha. Like, I don't want vegetables. Like, you could really feel that way. But you wake up and you fake it. You wake up and you put on the outfit that makes you look cute, that you know is going to boost your mood. You go journal, you write the affirmations, you do the meditation, you go on that walk, that hot girl walk or cold girl walk, whatever. But you're taking the steps, right? You're putting in the work so that you can embody that behavior, that energy, that vibe. And then everything starts to come into place. Then you become that person over time because you've already been doing those things. So when we think about like transformation, a transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens every single day. It happens every minute of your day. The choices that you're making, how you're showing up for yourself, how much time you're spending on your phone, how much time you're spending pouring into others versus yourself. It all adds up. It all matters. That's why setting the boundaries is really important, right? Structuring your time. Your time is your currency. That's your biggest currency. So, how are you spending your time? How are you allowing others to spend your time? How are you inviting others into your day? You know? So, just being mindful of that. One thing that I really want to focus on here before we end, this is going to be a shorter episode today, but I want to focus on positive self talk. So, positive self talk is probably something that's not talked about too much, right? Like we talk about like the physical, the glow up, the physical glow up, getting cute, putting on the makeup, going to the gym, all that, getting your body together. But how are you actually talking to yourself? And I'm not just talking like, you in the mirror talking to yourself, saying affirmations. Like it's the daily little thoughts and the mental notes in your mind that are contributing to your confidence or your self concept. So, how are you talking to yourself? Are you being nice to yourself? Are you being generous to yourself? Are you parenting yourself? When you make a mistake, how are you talking to yourself? Are you cursing yourself out? Or are you like, girl, it's fine. Like, we're going to do this later. Let's go take a break. Let's go for a walk. Let's breathe real quick. Let's maybe turn on a little 30-minute show that's going to make you laugh and put you in a better mood. And then you can go back and do what you need to do. How are you talking to yourself? And something that really has a lot to do with this is like our childhood, and this is something that a lot of people don't want to address because it's hard. Growing up is hard. Childhood is hard, especially depending on what type of family you were brought into. A lot of people have fucked up families. Okay. It's normal, whatever. But the way that your parents talk to you, the way that your partners talk to you, the way that your partners have treated you, All of that is related to the way that you love yourself and the way that you show up for yourself. So obviously, if you had a parent that was, talking down to you, calling you stupid, blah, 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 yes, it's more likely that you're going to grow up and you're going to have lower self-esteem, or you're going to be super hard on yourself. But it's up to you to put in the work. Do the work. Go to therapy. If this is something that has been stopping you or holding you back from doing things that you know you really want to do or that you're capable of, if it's that, you got to go to therapy, babe. You got to do the work. You got to do something. That's a part of self-love. It's taking the steps, taking the action steps, realizing that something is not right. Something cannot continue to go on like this. I cannot continue to go on like this. So I'm going to do something different. I'm unhealthy, whatever it is. My blood sugar is high. I'm about to get diabetes. I gained 50 pounds because I was stressed last year. It's like, what are you doing now? We're not banking on the past. We're not holding on to the past. The past is the past, honey. It already happened. How can we move forward? Okay. How can we move forward? Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. Okay. So, yes, we're going to end the episode here today. I just wanted to drop in and give y'all some motivation, a little bit of love, get us started on the right foot for February, because this month we are fully pouring into ourselves. Okay. We are fully showing up for ourselves. We're taking the action steps. We're putting in the work. We're being kind to ourselves. We're treating ourselves. I don't know. Go get a massage. Like, book a massage. I need to do that. I'm talking to myself. Book a massage, go do something nice for yourself, treat yourself, take yourself on a nice date, buy yourself some chocolates. We're not waiting for men. Okay, 2025, do people even celebrate Valentine's Day anymore? I feel like Valentine's has fully just transformed into Galentine's. It's like all the girls are just celebrating each other and showing up for each other. And it's like the days of wishing and being sad that you didn't have a Valentine are over. We don't care. We can buy the chocolates ourselves. We can buy the strawberries. We can take ourselves on dates. We can go on dinner dates, girl dates. Like, that is actually way better. So if you do have a Valentine, I think that's beautiful. I don't have a Valentine, but I do have Galentines. I have a lot of Galentines. I'm really, really just grateful for the women that surround me. I hope that you are also surrounded by beautiful women, and embrace the women around you. Embrace your own love. Even if you're someone you're like, I don't have a lot of girlfriends, that's okay too. That's all right. Okay. Maybe you need like one or two. One or two. That might be a red flag. I don't know. You need like at least one or two girlfriends, babe. Okay. But embrace yourself, embrace your love, embrace the people around you. And yeah, y'all, we're going to end here. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, this month will be all about self-love, self-care. So get into these episodes. Make sure you guys are following us on Instagram. Let's Just Be Real Pod. And oh my God, I almost forgot to announce, we have a new YouTube account. I know some of y'all are probably like, damn, another account? Yeah, another account. Okay. So we have an official podcast page now. This is dedicated just to the podcast because you guys know I've been putting the podcast out on my personal YouTube. I'm going to continue to do that. However, the podcast page will also be just more like exclusive clips, more conversation highlights, some of my favorite episode conversations, topics, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys go subscribe. Let's Just Be Real podcast on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on Instagram. You can also follow my personal Wristfit Kitty. I want to thank you guys again so much for being here. Rate and review us, okay, if you love this episode, and I'll see you guys in another one. Bye.